What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 18th, 2019. I hope you're doing well. Litecoin, $150 or $110. What's coming next? We can get some hints. We can get some clues into what's coming next. Here's the weekly chart. I mean, besides just a bunch of lines, you really can't tell what's going on, but there's something very real going on here on the charts. We're going to talk about that in this video, and it's going to, I think, give us some clarity into what to anticipate for Litecoin in the coming days. Let's dig into these charts. Let's see what's going on here. Tough to see on the weekly, but a lot more clear on the daily chart. Here we have a bunch of patterns. First off, we have these orange lines, these rising wedges, this rising channel, series of channels, really illustrative of the strength that Litecoin has had since its swing low back here in December, right? So the question is, are we going to continue in this strength of Litecoin? Are we going to continue and hit its next bullish target of $150 or so? That's what I want to talk about in this video. But first, we can start here and just simply see what's going on. And it is simply patterns. Patterns tell the story, and a lot of you might disagree. I know I get comments sometimes with people just saying technical analysis does not work in cryptocurrency, but it does. And it plays out almost perfectly every time for us. And since we've been doing videos almost every day for over a year now, we've been tracking these exact patterns that you see on the screen. We've had targets to the upside and downside. It just so happens that Litecoin has been on this bullish streak, and we've been hitting targets on the upside, right? But it gives us clarity, and it gives us an indicator of what to anticipate next, and that's what we're talking about now. And I'm not going to go through all these patterns, but you can see it all started with this inverse head and shoulders forming at the swing low. Litecoin got a little break out of that neckline back here, came back down to test a 50 moving average, and this was the biggest indicator that we tracked at the bottom of the bear market that really showed us that Litecoin might have some strength to climb its way out of the bear market. Would there be strength and support at the 50 moving average on the daily chart? It's the biggest question we had all year long in the bear market, and it did. And you see what happened when it did. Litecoin just, blasted off to the $50 range, into a new channel, into a new pattern, rising wedge, broke to the upside of that rising wedge, falls into a new pattern, a falling wedge, a bullish pattern, bullish continuation pattern, breaks out of that bullishly, hugging the 50 moving average for support, into a new pattern, namely this symmetrical triangle you see on the screen, breaks bullishly through the symmetrical triangle into a new symmetrical triangle, which we almost got a breakout to the bottom of that symmetrical triangle, and it was a false breakout. We entered back into the symmetrical triangle with a bullish break to its target into a new symmetrical triangle, which is where we are right now. It's incredible. It's like a bunch of just chains linking together, telling the story of Litecoin, and it's all patterns, it's all numbers, it's all Fibonacci retracement. What's going to be next for Litecoin? Nobody knows exactly, but we have our targets at the very least, right? And we have some things that give us clues into what Litecoin is looking like right now. Let's talk about the targets, just so you have some context. Targets, we have target number one, the 1618 on Fibonacci retracement, right? So let's get the Fibonacci retracement, and this is the bullish target. We can take it from previous swing high to previous swing low, and I can zoom in here so we can see this better. And essentially we have our 1618 line right up here, and you can see it's just above our target area, right? The height of this symmetrical triangle, it's just above it, right? So we're talking the $150 to $155 range is our breakout target for Litecoin, a bullish breakout target if we break above this symmetrical triangle. The other thing that we have here is a breakout to the downside. Symmetrical triangles, definitely more bullish than bearish. However, they do break to the downside, right? So we've already had two nice bullish breaks. What will the third symmetrical triangle be? Well, our target number two, not only do we have here right in that $110 range, but we can take our Fibonacci retracement. We can take previous swing low to previous swing high, and you can see right in that 110 range is our Fibonacci retracement, this 618 to 786. We're talking 115 down to 107. Perfectly confluent with our breakout targets from the height of the symmetrical triangle, right there. So for me, what this says is, okay, that is a nice accumulation area. And we've been talking about this on the channel. This is where I'll buy some Litecoin, right down here, if we get a break down that way. I'm in that position right now where I'm just kind of, we're in this triangle. We don't know where it's going to break, right? We do not know. But I'm in that position right now with my portfolio where I'm just enjoying this. I really am. And I think a lot of you are just enjoying the ride up, enjoying these bullish breaks, and we'll see what happens, right? Always, if I'm buying the dips. I'm not really being too speculative with which way this is going to break. However, I am very prepared that if we get a break to the downside, I'm not going to be one freaking out, which I think many would if we get a break, and we're down 15% in a day, right? We're down at 110. That is healthy. That is a healthy move in my opinion. So I just want to throw that out there. In terms of momentum, you can take a quick glance here. I want to show you this because this might offer a clue into what will happen for Litecoin. It's not guaranteed. However, if you look down here at the stock RSI, the quicker moving momentum oscillator, you just take note of these oversold areas down here, right? These last two areas where we're kind of in that lower territory. And what you can see is each time we were in that oversold, you can see that's when we got our break out of the symmetrical triangle. Oversold there, right? Oversold here, and we're breaking to the upside. Now, the thing that's different this time around is we're approaching the apex of the symmetrical triangle, and we're actually hovering up in here in the overbought. Now, that is a little bit of a divergence from what Litecoin has seen in the previous two symmetrical triangles. That might offer some clues into basically telling us, be a little careful here. We might actually kind of see a pullback in terms of momentum for Litecoin, in which case we might get a break down through the symmetrical triangle. So I just want to give you that data. You can do what you will with it. You can also see the MACD with momentum just kind of shifting down to the downside, and this is on the daily chart too, everybody, so it's definitely something to pay attention to. We have the MACD line kind of shifting and almost about to cross the signal line, so these indicators are kind of important and might offer us some insight into what is coming for Litecoin. So be very careful with it. Let me know your thoughts. Where are we going for Litecoin? We have our targets. I know what I'm doing in my portfolio. I highly encourage you to kind of figure out what you're going to do with yours. Don't listen to YouTubers. This is not financial advice. I hope you're having a great day. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, and God bless.